All right, everyone. We're live. Welcome to the 1,000 subscriber stream.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy that we hit 1,000 subscribers. I did not expect that in the slightest. I figured when I first made this channel, like
I thought you
less
were
than a
just
year
gonna
ago,
be
actually, in
okay.
4 days, it'll be 1 year since I made the channel.
I'm gonna be honest. I thought you were just gonna be like another one of those like Red Texans or like those small channels.
That's what I thought so too. Yeah. Yeah. No, when I first started my channel, my goal was literally just to be like, okay, let's make some election predictions on YapMS and let's see what happens. And then next thing I know, I start like being like, well, this is kind of boring, but like I want to make my channel grow a little bit. So make some videos like, more historical stuff with the time lapses and go into political commentary just a tad around the Virginia governor election. And the next thing I know, we get a huge spike. We get to the algorithm and suddenly we're at like 500 subscribers. We pass AP. And then it kind of just keeps going from there. I decide, okay, I'm really going to dedicate myself to this channel because we actually did something. And the next thing I know, we hit 1,000 subscribers and we have almost 2,000 followers on Twitter. So it is very crazy to think about that. Just a year ago, didn't even think I would upload on this channel. I made the channel. I was like, and then I never even uploaded on it for a while. So big thank you to you guys. You guys carried this thing. You guys subscribe. You guys watch the videos. You deal with the crappy quality of some of the older videos. I feel like we're getting a little bit better. But we're always going to keep improving because I want to make the best videos for you guys.
Yes, I got your channel off the ground by featuring you on like all my live streams.
I mean, kind of. But no, AP shouted me out. Actually, not you, but you were there the whole time. So big thank you to AFM, AP, America Populist, NSEP, basically Samuel Slipicka, although he's probably dead. Everyone that helped me get here, I'm gonna put their channels and their Twitters in the community tab and in the pinned comment of this live stream. So please all go subscribe to them, follow them, because without them, we would not be here. So
yes, I mean I should have a lot more. Just saying, I should have more than 70 subs because my channel, if you did not know, was taken down by YouTube.
his channel keeps getting removed.
Yes, but yeah, now I've got one with just 70 subs, so make sure to sub.
Very sad. If your mic and your like audio are being like really bad,
like earache. Yeah.
You keep freezing and your audio keeps kind of going. Yeah.
Oh, is this because I'm outside?
Maybe.
Okay, how does it sound
Probably. Obama
Just
equals
as bad.
socialist. I agree. Obama is very much a socialist.
Okay, I'm going to leave and rejoin real quick.
Yeah, I was gonna suggest that.
All right. Yeah, probably the best. All right. So, what do you guys want to say, if anything?
Well, first off, congrats on 1,000. Well, a lot of shit happened in the past like a week for you when it came to like personal shit with like
so true.
I'm not gonna get into it because I don't know if you want me getting.
That's very true.
But like, congrats on all that shit. Honestly,
I mean, well, the
I mean,
last 2 weeks have been a complete emotional wreck, kind of for me. Yeah.
Yeah, you're
the guy who my dad's former coworker.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, my dad's. So for those of you who don't know, my dad's former coworker and like really close friend, who was kind of like a second grandpa and a second dad to me when I was a little kid, because my dad used to have to take me to work he used to work at like this factory kind of thing, and so he used to go. He had to, and there was no one to take care of me because both my parents had to work. So now I was like, before I went to school, I would go to work with him, and there was this guy who was his really good friend who would hang out with me and he would play with me. He taught me how to fish. He was like a second dad to me. And then after I started school, I would still see him a lot, but like not as often. And then the last few years, I haven't really been in contact with him. But I've always hoped that, I could hang out with him eventually in the future, just because he meant a lot to me when I was a little kid. And then I found out a little more than a week ago that he actually had a stroke and he passed away. So that was really sad. That really hurt me. That was really sad. So that really sucked. And then so I had to go to so I went to the funeral. I kind of put the channel aside for a couple of days. That's why we had a bit of a break. And then next thing we knew, we're getting close to we get a big subscriber jump. We're up close to 1,000. But we also had the Ohio Senate race debates, which aren't as big of a thing. But like, I'm a volunteer with the JD Vance for Senate campaign, so I've worked a lot with that since then. Because JD Vance, if you guys didn't know, had a great performance. So, and he's probably gonna peak in the polls a little bit. But then we have about a month till election time, so I had to make a bunch of phone calls and stuff for them. So, had a lot going on there, and then just some other stuff going on with my personal life. And the next thing I know, we hit 1,000 subscribers. So. it's kind of crazy to think it's been a bit of an emotional last few weeks, but I'm very happy overall.
Yes, is the audio better now that I have my cam off?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
just gonna keep my cam off. That might be affecting it.
Collection says face reveal. Yeah, so I know I said we would have the face cam for the stream, but unfortunately, we hit the mark way before I thought we would. Like, so the face cam and face reveal equipment, the like live stream stuff, because I got a green screen and I got a face cam. That stuff is being shipped right now, so probably, well, with the supply chain shit, probably next week or so we will have an actual streaming thing. We're gonna have a face cam and possibly a green screen as well. So
Also, what is going on with
What was
the
that?
Discord? What is going on with the Discord?
Yeah.
the Discord server. Literally, as soon as the stream is over, I want to talk with you, Boston, and
Yes.
Populous, Missouri, and I want to set it up. Basically, so the Discord should be up pretty like maybe an hour or so after the stream's over. Big thank you to AFM, Populous, Missouri, and Boston Zoomer. I've literally never used Discord for anything besides talking to my friends while playing games. So I don't know shit about Discord servers and all that. So that's why. So they're gonna help me out with that stuff. So big thank you to them. It's probably
Yes,
easier than I'm making it out to be, but
It's
like
going
It
to
is
be the
really
second
easy.
I want it to
coming
be
of
good.
the-
So
Yeah,
It's going to be
Discord-
the second coming of the real American Discord.
Yeah.
yeah, true.
That
We're
Discord,
gonna literally remake the rap Discord.
No, yeah, we will. We will make Nixon law, but people actually have to post stuff on Nixon law. If you don't know what Nixon law is, just watch Real Americans video reading it.
You know, I'd be happy to help you with the Discord server. That'd be cool. Not just because I want to be a mod.
Yeah.
And Tup will also be returning to Discord for
Let's go. This is gonna be so much fun. No, he's not the one that made me more conservative. That was my quote unquote actual grandpa, my dad's actual dad.
Also, you gotta use the VC channel sometimes. Buckeye.
What the
Yeah, that's
fuck
true.
is
What is going
outside?
on?
Yeah, I know. What is happening? Are you choking out a goose?
No, it must just be the audio.
Dude,
Thanks.
rewatch
no, really.
this later. Like, you need to hear what the hell you sound
Yeah,
like.
rewatch this later. This is a.
So congrats, Buckeye, on reaching 1,000. It's a pretty
Yeah.
good goal. I actually want to reach that.
Oh yeah,
soon
thank
on my
you.
channel,
Go subscribe to
but
American Populous too.
Yeah.
I'm working towards that. Once I get over the stupid illness that I've been dealing with,
Yeah.
we're gonna make some more edited videos pretty soon.
Did you get the funny COVID virus or no?
No, I
Yeah.
think it's a sinus infection.
Thank
or
God.
something.
They're like,
No.
dude, those sounds from hell coming from AFM.
Thank you, Lone Star Politics.
But I knew Buckeye was gonna go places. I mean,
That was scary.
I can see him getting 30K. I don't know why everyone's like so surprised. Like, I'm proud, but like, you know, I can see this. Like, here's the thing: if you keep doing the memes that are basically viruses to the fucking rest of the internet, like, you know, the cha-cha slide bullshit.
you know, once you did that, I knew you were gonna reach
Like,
1,000.
once you
Cha-cha
did that, your
slide.
shit skyrocketed. I don't know what the fuck happened because it was like, it was cool at first. Like, the first like 3
I don't
saw,
want to
was
be
like,
known for
okay.
like being the meme guy though. That's kind of.
Yeah, like, don't do like entirely memes, but if like every once in a while you do that, I could see like the next 4
Yeah.
years you getting like 30K, because just with like the rate at which you're exponentially growing, like, it's insane. Like, in Buckeye's about section,
Yeah.
probably a lot of people know this. Like,
Not
it's
to
just like
mention
the
the
dates
midterms.
of like when he got his shit of like how many subs, and you can see that shit just
Yeah.
started off small and then immediately
I'll pull that up real
skyrocketed
quick.
some fucking how. And I
We
was
start like
okay.
nothing. It takes us like 6 months to get to like 100, and then we get to like 500 in a week.
Yeah, like, I don't know what the fuck happened with that.
That original big boost around like September, October. That was because of the like history time lapses, the state time
Yeah.
lapses, and then the other stuff was, and then the big one, the even bigger one that happened like a month ago or so. That was because of the cha-cha slide.
What happened to the Hawaii future battleground? Did you just give up on that?
I'm working on it.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I'm working on it.
I'm pretty eager to see what your input is and all that shit. But yeah, nah.
Are you gonna apply for monetization?
This
I'm
is what he's
super
talking. This is
chats.
what he's. Oh my bad. This is what he's talking about. I don't think we're gonna do super chats quite yet because no one's gonna pay money to get a super chat, and like I think it's more fun just to talk to the the viewers, I guess, if you know what I mean, like just everyone. So, but yeah, this is what he's talking about. As you can see, we went from like 20 to 50 in a very short amount of time. It took us about 2 months to get to 100, then about a month to get to 250, then about a week to get to 500, then about 2 months to get to 750, and then about another 2 months or so to get to 1,000. So, yeah, pretty based.
Definitely, the YouTube algorithm really likes your channel for some reason.
It's probably the cha-cha slides.
I don't know why. I have a strike too. I have a strike.
Oh, I have one
Really?
too.
It is, but no, I have a strike against my channel too. So I have no idea. Yeah. So I don't know why I'm in the algorithm still.
For
Honestly,
what,
I read that after
bitch?
that happens, they kind of blacklist you a little bit. But
Was
it was the I think it was the Trump live stream when we streamed the Trump rally. Like when he went to Texas, we streamed the Trump rally, and they or it might have been for the Canadian trucker tribute I did. It was one of those two. I don't remember, but both of those got demonetized, and one of them ended up getting me a strike. I'm not sure which one it was though, but
I don't know why YouTube strikes
yeah.
the cool people.
And then I thought, yeah, I don't know. It's sad. That's why
I got a
AFN keeps
strike
getting
for like
banned.
3 subscribers because I posted a video about the truth about COVID a little bit too early on when YouTube was still asinine
Yeah.
about that. And they literally deleted the video, like just deleted it off my channel and gave me a strike when I hit 3 subscribers because I said the wrong word about COVID. I said the
Wow.
truth.
You know what's funny is like a few months ago you couldn't say shit about it being made in a lab in China, and now all of a sudden
I
everyone's
didn't
saying
say
that, and then people are like why are all these people like lying about Ukraine possibly having biolabs? It's like, are you fucking kidding me? You did the same shit like a few months ago and said, oh, that's not true, that's not true. I'm not gonna fucking believe you now. Like, you just went, if you just were consistent and either you're like, oh, that's interesting, we'll look into that, I could at least respect that because maybe you didn't know. But like now you're just denying something, and then once it's proven there is those biolabs in Ukraine, if there is, then it's gonna be like, aren't you guys gonna look like fucking idiots? And then they're gonna be banning people and taking these people down for misinformation, and that's already fucking done. But now we're gonna find out that those labs are there, probably that they're American funded. I don't know if you guys are hearing about this in Ukraine. I don't know if I'm making any sense to you two. I bet some people in the chat will.
No, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, no, but I'm just so, I don't know. I'm out of it.
No, I should probably make an update video about that.
Yeah.
And just tell the truth. Because YouTube probably won't take it down.
You're gonna take it down though. It's gonna be very sad, but it's okay. I'll shout out your new channel, so it's all right.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, we are eligible for monetization now. I'm gonna set that up. We're not gonna make much. We're gonna make like $1 a week or so, but at this
Good
rate,
pocket
but
money.
I'm gonna invest it back into the channel. I'll probably get an actual good software for editing videos, and I don't know, but I'm not gonna, yeah, the $2 we're gonna make is gonna go back into the channel. So just an FYI, because people have asked me about that before.
Yeah, no, it's good pocket money. Like at the end of the day, it's pretty good. It helps.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, my one edited video did really well on my channel. It got 200 views. I'm pretty proud of that video. So I need to make more of them because they do pretty well.
Let's break
The
out
2000 election stolen from Al Gore.
I feel like it was the other way around, kinda. We want to get into that deep shit. I think
It was
that they
stolen from Bush.
know that they were trying to. That they were really trying to. I mean, look how close Florida.
Oh yeah.
Like, and that shit had to keep being recalled, and it kept flip flopping.
The whole thing with the nursing homes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, no, that thing, they really tried. And then when that didn't work, they just screamed that it was like fraudulent. And it was It was stolen, and then there was nothing found. You know, so I don't know. They always did that. That's funny about Democrats. They can just, for the past like few Republican win elections, they've been screaming, "It's a fraudulent election." The Republicans, one time they do it in 2020, it's like, you're fucking crazy. It's like, holy shit, man! You did this in like 2004, 2000, 2016. I think even in like 1988. Like, you guys have been screaming this forever. I don't know. I think they're
No, those are also the same people who scream F to the Electoral College.
Yeah.
Except when they win.
Except when they win, yes. I'd like to see, okay, you know what's
like those videos start coming out, how we need to get rid of the Electoral College except when they win, then they want to keep it.
You know what's fucked up, and I really want to see this, even though it would like damage us kinda, like I'd really like to see a Democrat win with the Electoral College, but not the popular vote, and see how Democrats react. Like, I don't want it to happen, but I just want to see how they would react to that. Because I feel like they get like all giddy and happy about it. Like, that would be cool.
It won't happen because of California, New York.
But then the Republicans are saying to abolish the Electoral College, which is cringe.
Yeah.
I thought Vance did really well in the Senate debate. I actually watched it. He was the only interesting person there. All the rest
of them were JD Vance watched Halfback. I'm not sure what else. Yeah.
Like, he's the only person I would trust if I was in Ohio.
Yeah, no, I agree. That's why I'm a volunteer with him. But yeah, he did a great job. I'm happy with. And I think he's gonna do a lot better in the polls too. I'm just waiting on the new poll. They haven't done one since the beginning of March. It's now the beginning of April. It's been a month, and there's been a lot of developments. We've had both the debates, a lot of like fundraising shifts. So yeah, I'm just waiting for the next endorsement, honestly. And then Donald Trump Jr. saying he supports JD Vance, like that's a huge endorsement that'll probably shift some people's minds. So I'm just waiting on the next actual poll, because there's been a couple like minor polls, but like those should be taken with a grain of salt, because those have like the Neil Bukita and the other guy at like 15%. They're like beating Jane Timken when they haven't had a single ad. So I don't really buy a lot of those polls, but I'm waiting for the next like quote unquote real poll.
Yeah, she was awful. I mean, she's always been awful, but just terrible in the debate.
Timken was so awful.
It's like she can't even try just to be awful. Like, that just is her personality.
7% in the polls.
I'm just praying that Trump does not endorse her, because that would just be the worst endorsement, probably.
If Trump endorses Timken, I would unironically support DeSantis in 2024. I would say it's over at that point. Did you hear about thoughts on Sarah Palin for Congress? I think it's pretty based, actually. She was a solid VP pick for McCain in 2008. She's not perfect, but overall, her campaign like announcement was actually pretty based. She talked about standing up to companies who are like companies and politicians who are like selling America out. It was actually a pretty based America First announcement, and she was actually super based in 2008 when she was McCain's VP. She was actually pretty populist, and she's the main reason that he did well in Appalachia, because without Sarah Palin, I think Obama could have possibly won states like Kentucky or West Virginia, because I mean McCain only won those by like 10 or so, and Obama did pretty well there, and she has that populist appeal. So Sarah Palin's pretty based. I support her for Congress. It's kind of sad that she has to replace Don Young. Don Young, he was iffy on some issues, but he was a Chad. So, but I do support Sarah Palin overall.
Yeah, she's pretty based. I support her fully for the Alaska congressional seat.
For Congress, I mean, here's the thing: Congress doesn't make a dent. Like, in reality, like, sure, it kind of does. You get to vote on some stuff, but it's hundreds.
I think she should have ran for Senate. I don't understand why she didn't. Like, we all wanted her to do that.
I swear to God, I always
she should have ran to replace Murkowski.
There's that other woman running, right? I forgot what her name is, though.
Yeah, before
Kelly Shibaka. Yeah.
Before I got into politics, I always thought Sarah Palin was a senator, not really like. Wasn't she governor of Alaska once?
Yeah, she was governor.
But, yeah,
near the 2000s.
Yeah, she was the governor.
But then, like, she just dropped out I don't know why. She was pretty cool. Or did she lose? I don't pay attention to Alaska politics. Sorry.
Well, she was the VP and she was the vice president.
Well, yeah, but like when you lose the election, it's kind of like you can go back. You know, you could stay in office as governor and then just be like, okay, I'm gonna appoint you if I win. If I don't, then I'm gonna stay governor.
She went full on Hollywood, I think.
Really?
Like she was like an actress or something. Yeah, for a little while, like in the like a pop culture kind of thing after the election. I'll check though.
Oh, the Wisconsinite is back.
Yes. Is the audio better now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not really, no.
Well, I'm using a mic, so.
Outside?
Did you get it from Culver's?
No, I'm not outside.
You sound like the people
do
from
not-
the Culver's drive-thru.
Yeah, he said
Yes.
like Culver's drive-thru.
Yes, this is the Louis Hogan mic.
Oh my god. I'd like
Sarah
to see
Palin,
Sarah-
she was only governor of Alaska for like 2 years.
Yeah.
Alaska's a really weird
She won in
state, though.
2006.
It produces some of the weirdest politicians.
Yeah.
I think it's because it's just so
She won in
remote and so
2006, the
sparsely
governor
populated
election.
that the libertarians get like a really outside
Yeah.
voice there.
Didn't like Gary Johnson get like 10% there? in
There's
2016?
always an independent.
Wait, did Gary Johnson
Yeah.
get a higher percent in Alaska or New
There's
Mexico?
always an independent for the. I think Alaska.
I know Gary
Check
Johnson
that.
ran for Senate in 2018 in New Mexico.
Yeah, but he was a Republican.
No,
So-
he ran as a libertarian and he got 15% of the vote in
Oh, he was a
2018.
libertarian.
Oh, yeah, I
Got, like,
remember
10%
that.
of the vote.
Oh yeah.
He split the Republican vote and made the Republicans lose by like 30.
That's what libertarians are good for, right?
Well, no, the Democrat did get 54%, so even if like 100% went to him, the Democrats still would have won.
Yeah, but it would have been much closer.
It would have been like a 9-point win.
Yeah.
2020, that Senate race was super close. It could have flipped if Republicans actually funded it instead of.
I think we could have flipped New Jersey as well.
A certain
Instead of
someone
more
in
resources,
Baltimore,
because
I
New
think, you know-
Jersey surprised me. It really was a surprise.
No, you want to
How
know?
close-
You want to know what that Senate race was? The reason the guy lost was because he
Because he
ran
was so
super
popular.
liberal and like a lot of Republican areas didn't turn out. No, the Republican, a lot of. No, I'm talking about in 2018 Senate race. Well, it was like semi-closer. A lot
I
of
was
the
talking about the
red
governor
areas
race.
didn't turn out. Oh, the governor race, yeah. We should have
Because
funded
he's
that.
Phil Murphy is so unpopular, but
Mhm.
he also like is just like isn't he Italian or whatever? He's like
Chitterelli.
an Italian. No, that's Citarelli. He's Irish, right? Phil Murphy's Irish.
No, he's Italian.
That's like a big
yeah,
thing in
he
New
was
Jersey,
Italian.
I think.
I mean, everyone in New
No,
Jersey
he was
in my
Italian,
mind is
yeah.
Italian American.
No, New Jersey is like 19% Italian.
Really? I thought it was like a lot more.
Yeah. No, it's like 19, but it's like the largest European demographic.
Ah.
I think New Jersey's probably the worst state because it's just so very ugly and
Well, yeah,
polluted.
it's just a suburb.
I like the whole state.
Yeah. The suburbs of Philly down south and then the suburbs of New York City up north. That's it.
Rhode
It's
Island is
basically
the
New
best
Jersey.
state.
Also, New Jersey just looks like Frankenstein to me. Like I've always noticed that. It just looks like Frankenstein if you look at it a certain way. I don't know if it's just my imagination there, but it's like a Frankenstein state anyway.
Illinois looks like a cornflake.
So people have been ignoring Maine's trends.
Jesus Christ, that was ear rape. And yes,
I agree. Yeah. Let's take a look at Maine's trends.
Yeah, let's take a look.
Oh my fucking god. I'm so happy.
This is
I've
actually
never
called a meme.
clicked this
This is gonna be a. No, this is gonna be a channel in the Discord. It's gonna be the main trends.
Oh my god, yes.
All right,
I mean,
good luck.
just-
People
Congratulations
have
on
been
hitting
ignoring
1,000.
Maine's trends.
Have a good live stream. Bye.
All right, thanks, American Populist. We'll see ya.
Okay. now.
Yeah, but unironically in the Discord, we're gonna have a section that
Mains
says
trends.
mains trends.
Well, no, it's
Yes.
gonna be
The
ironically.
mains trends discussion
It's
server.
gonna be. It's gonna be ironically.
I'm gonna make a meme of that on my
Oh
channel.
hell yeah! Just like never asking.
Yeah,
her
please do.
age.
This is so funny.
Like, I mean, I already put that shit in my bio, man. If any of you guys go into my Twitter bio,
We need to talk about mains trends.
yeah,
And Illinois trends. He's also obsessed with Red Illinois for some
I
reason.
love. Here's the thing. I know Illinois will probably never flip until like at least the 2060s, but like it'd be cool if it flipped a little earlier.
No. By the 2060s, no. It's stupid to predict elections more than like 10 years in the future. Because like the AFM says this all
Yeah.
the time, and it's so true. In 2004, which was what, 15 years ago,
Yeah.
Georgia was seen as the most Republican trending state in the country. So like if you were in 2004 and you're predicting the 2020 election, you probably would have Georgia as like R plus 30. And then all of
True.
a sudden in the last 5 years, a lot of people have moved there. The demographics have changed. So I think predicting like maybe 10 years in the future, I think is actually pretty reasonable, but no more than 10 years, in my opinion.
No, that's actually pretty fair. Because like I saw this thing on like this Reddit server or whatever, where it was like, if you knew one state's margin, like Arkansas or California back in like 1988, like what would be your election prediction like nationwide?
Yeah.
And it was like crazy shit. Like when they saw like Arkansas's like the whole country was just like completely
Yeah.
blue or like completely red, sorry. But then when I saw California's, it was like the whole country was blue because California's little whatever back then.
Yeah.
Pay attention to Maine's trends.
California was actually the suburbs at least.
Yeah.
California suburbs at least are actually relatively red until the until Bill Clinton, and even after Clinton.
Yeah.
I think Bush actually won. I think Bush did win Orange County. I don't know that for a fact, but I think
No,
he did.
I think he did win San Diego County too. So there was.
Yeah, I know he won San Diego. I'm not sure about.
Well, if he won San Diego County, he probably won Orange County.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Yeah,
let's see. I think in 2004, California was only like D plus 10, I think.
Yeah, no, California was way closer. And then Obama made it like hard blue. And now there's like no going back. Same with Illinois. Like Illinois was pretty like way closer than it was today. But then Obama, because it's his home state, Illinois produces the worst fucking people in the government. We have Obama here. Fucking Hillary Clinton was born here. Fucking like Jesus Christ. We have the worst people. And then like Florida produces decent people except for Jeb Bush. He was like okay though, even. Like he wasn't like the worst. I wonder how Jeb Bush somehow if he got the nomination for 2016 and then he had to deal with COVID. I wonder how he would have done. You want to have that discussion?
Would have gotten shelled.
What? You cut out there.
I said he would have gotten shelled.
Maybe. Or maybe he would have actually done shit.
If Bush won in 2016 and then now he would have gotten shelled. Because let's see, if he wouldn't have had the Rust Belt appeal, so he probably would have lost Ohio and Iowa. And then the suburbs in the South, like Georgia and Arizona, that would have just been like I don't know. Those suburbs are trending red anyway, or trending blue anyway. So he would have probably struggled there. He might have won. He might have won Arizona by a very small margin, but it wouldn't be too close. And then he'd probably hang on to Georgia, but also pretty narrowly though. But then that's about it. So he'd win Florida. Pretty much every other state would go to the Democrat in that scenario.
Probably Hillary Clinton still.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
not totally wrong. Not totally wrong, DG.
Probably.
Yeah, let's be honest here real quickly. I don't know. My computer's being so slow today. I'm trying to like work on the Discord, setting it up, and it's like taking forever to load.
Yeah, I want to be a mod on that Discord.
Probably because I'm on the stream talking at the same time.
Yeah. Can I be
Yeah,
a
you
mod?
can be. I think I trust you
Yay!
enough.
Oh shit.
Yeah, sure.
Oh fuck yeah. Prepare, Buckeye Politics Club.
I'm gonna scared based on that reaction. I'm not sure if I should do that now.
No, you totally should. You totally should. Trust me with authority and let's see what happens. It'll be like a great
All right.
It'll be a great test trial for like if I'm worthy of being president. Because if I can't manage a
Yeah.
fucking Discord server, then I shouldn't be president or even senator or any shit. But if I can, then it's like okay, then I'll move up a step up.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. Hispanic. What the fuck are they? Guys, pay attention to Florida's trends. Why is it getting so red? And then someone says Hispanics, like just underneath it.
Hispanics. Yo voy a votar por Donald Trump.
New Jersey is gay. You know, that's a fair statement about New Jersey. I love looking for the
I agree.
once in a while. You know what's crazy? Pennsylvania and Illinois have similar populations, and it's like, you know,
They're just so different.
Yeah, different margins completely.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Black people.
Whoa.
God. Oh my god.
What? Yo, what am I missing?
No. No.
His DC so blue.
No. Oh god.
Why is DC so blue? I mean, I'd say it's more just the corruption and the it being a city than anything, but I'm sure that does play a part in it.
You think? This is so stupid.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god. Communism. That I'm not even gonna lie, that's probably gonna happen soon. I mean, if you look at how communism, like, okay, nice me rant. Let's get into this shit. America is turning into a communist country. I don't think anyone is not seeing that coming. But there's just so many things that are repeating from history. It is terrifying. I'm gonna speak from family experience, okay? Fuck this. Like, what they do to start a communist country, the first thing you need to do is to devalue the dollar. That's one of the first things to show, like, hey, look how great capitalism works. It fucked up our currency, all sorts of stuff. Get everyone poor so that they're actually willing to be like, oh, okay, communism actually seems kind of cool. That seems kind of rad. Okay, so then, you know, they go into like all this stuff. You brainwash them with the news on both sides. You also have like a very hardcore capitalist media. You divide the people, especially the adults. Then you go into the schools and you try to like make light of socialism and communism. You try to make it look good to the children. And while the adults argue, you have the children in their little brains forming society in a vast majority. I mean, if you look at it, like 70% of millennials in a poll done actually support socialism. If you look at Gen Z,
Yeah.
I think I forgot what margin it was. It was a little like, you know, less. I think it was like 60 something or something. It was still pretty high. Supported socialism. This is getting to an extreme where it's like, yeah, sure, our parents can bitch and complain. Our politicians right now can be assholes about this, but you've brainwashed an entire 2 generations to view this economic system that has been tried on a quarter of the earth and failed each and every single time. And now you're going to try it over in fucking America, the most powerful country in the world. You really want to risk that shit? Like in any other country, any other one, even England, I'd be like, okay, go for it. But like America's like, we are the most powerful capitalist country.
Not
You
here.
you knock us down, you knock our asses down to communism or socialism. The rest of the world's fucked. There's China, Russia, and the United States. If we all were one single economic system, we would just make the whole entire world that. And then we'd be really fucked. So, like, I don't know,
Yeah.
man. I don't really. I can't support what they're doing. They're brainwashing the public in several different ways to create this whole new. We will be socially Marxist, economically corporatist, and physically non-existent. Oh my god.
He's not wrong. They
Yeah.
want, because if everyone's so consumed with consuming and
Oh,
cooming,
that's the
they're
first
not
thing
going
we
to do
do.
anything to actually stand up and just help the people. Yeah.
You know, you also train the people to consume as well. You make a consumerist culture almost.
And that's what we have, and that's what we're moving towards.
Oh yeah, no. There's like here's the thing. I would have gone into that, but I don't want Buckeye's channel to get another strike. Because then they're just gonna be like, it's information, it's whatever. It's like, bitch, 3 of my fucking family members fled these war-torn countries in Europe. I don't give a fuck, okay? Like, I'm pretty sure we can pass down personal knowledge of what the fuck happened. And, yeah. Yeah, there's 2 of those, California or New York. Well, maybe not New York.
That's true.
Upstate, but still.
Upstate New York's actually pretty based, but
I never realized how weird as fuck Illinois is as a state until I started like driving through it a few months ago. Like, because I just kind of always stayed in like the Chicago metro bubble, and then like I would go through Indiana and Michigan and all that, maybe like a few other areas across the United States, right?
yeah.
But like I never really like drove around Illinois. And then, well, actually, no, this was a few years ago, like 2017. And yeah, no, we went down to Carbondale to see the solar eclipse. And I just remember like I should, because like I'm like a few minute drive from like the border of Chicago, right? I just drove 20 minutes out, and I drove 20 minutes out, and it was done with the suburbs. Like, it was like splotches of farmland, maybe like a few like suburban looking little houses, but that's about it. Like, it was just fading into the farmland.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck? And then like, I think that's what got me kind of interested in like demographics and all that. So I started like really getting involved in that sort of stuff and like geography. And then like, you know, midterm.
I have a good website for that if you don't know it already.
I probably don't. What website?
All right, I'll send it in private chat. It's called the Demographic Atlas.
Okay. Yeah, did not know that one.
I'll link it in private. It's actually really cool. Like, you can go to any county in the United States and see like the like race, religion, job type, historical, family, like the occupations, and national origin. It's really cool.
Yeah, Neighborhood Scout is another great one. Like, if like, because I just like once in a while I'll look up my town, and they'll just, you know, or like I look up a county.
Yeah.
And it's actually really cool. So I'd like that one I mainly used. That's also what I use for like the research for a bunch of shit. For like demographics.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I sent you the statistic one that I use.
Yeah.
I'll check out Neighborhood Scout.
Yeah, no, Neighborhood Scout's way easier to navigate. Yeah, no. So it's an interesting thing. So I got interested in all that. And then I always had a fascination with like geography. Like I know like every single state and its capital. So like American geography is like,
Yeah.
that's like its thing. And then like election night for like governors and like the whole midterm bullshit really in 2018, I was like glued to that shit because it's like a whole fucking map. And I'm like, holy shit, it's a map. And like I was like, okay, this is actually gonna be cool. So then that really got me invested. Then I was like, okay, this is actually really cool. And like seeing how like different demographics voted and how like, that affected the election and how like I was like, whoa, okay, this is actually really cool and I might want to get involved in this. So since about 2018, I've been really interested in politics.
Our intro into electoral politics is actually really similar.
Yeah, really, what was yours?
It was I was a big I loved and still do love history and geography. And then with the 2020
Same.
election, the 2018 midterms, and then just listening to this some conservative commentators and hearing my family talk about politics is what got me into it. But it all started with my interest in history and geography, and then seeing how it affected the electoral map. And then next thing I know, a few years later, here we are. So
Yeah, no,
I think we kind of started off the same way.
same thing with my family talking politics. I mean, my mom, she's from California, so doesn't really work out. Like I'll be talking with her. I talked to her the other day. Actually, I was like, so where do you like politically lie? Because like you wanted to vote for Clinton, but then I clicked the
Yeah.
button on the thing when I was at the voting poll with you. That's why you didn't take me this time. So like you voted for Obama both times. And then you voted for Jill Stein in spite of me in 2016, just cause. Then you voted for 2020. So what the fuck, like where do you voted for Bush in 2004? Like where do you lie? Like what are you? She's just like I'm really just like an independent voter. I'm like, yeah. Yeah, I can
Really?
I can kind of tell. You voted because she voted for the Reform Party in the 90s both times, and my dad did too.
Well, that's pretty based.
Yeah,
That's
no,
pretty based.
cool because they were basically like the Trumps of the 90s almost. If you really look back,
Yeah.
like, very, yeah. So
They were a lot more fiscally populist and socially liberal, but pretty close. Yeah.
pretty close, yeah.
That's my one gripe. That's my one gripe with Ross Perot. He was socially pretty liberal.
Yeah, I don't really care about that. I more care about how he was trying to handle the debt, because like economics directly affects.
Oh yeah, I know. I agree. I would still vote for him both times. It's just I'm not as big of a fan as I would have been if he was more socially conservative. But he was still better than Bush or Clinton
Fuck
by
yeah.
a long shot.
Yeah, that's why he got so much of the vote. That's why he got like I think it was almost 20%. So yeah, no, but anyway, my mom told me, she's like, well, I like helping people. I'm like, ah, fuck, she's economically liberal. Like it doesn't even, because at least like social shit, like if we disagree on social things, it's like whatever, because like is indirectly maybe affecting people, but not really like directly. Economics is like affects if you fucking eat. Like that shit like is completely different. So she's like, she wants like, and she's a fucking nurse, which makes no sense to me. And she's just like I support Medicare for all. I'm like, why? You get paid really good at your job. Why would you want Medicare for all? What the dude? Oh my god. And she's just like, she like supports food stamps and all sorts of crazy shit. I'm like, dude, oh my god. Like, and I kind of do to a certain extent, but I believe there should be limits on like how long you can have them. Because it's
I
like,
agree.
everyone needs.
I support that stuff. I think you should.
Yeah.
I think you have to prove that you're actively trying to find a job or you're working to get them.
No, I believe
if you're like, because there's a lot of people who do use
Yeah.
it. There's a lot of people who actually like are working their asses off at like 3 jobs and they just take food stamps as extra money. Like then I think you should actually get more money from the government in food stamps. But
Yeah.
there's plenty of people that just sit around all day and they just live off of food stamps. Like those people, honestly, if you're not going to work and you're just going to take money, I don't think you should get any money at all. So I think there needs to be a better process
Like
of
an
giving out
algorithm.
money. But like if you're someone working your ass off and you have like 3 jobs and
And
you just
3
take food
kids.
stamps, like I don't know, pay the bills and help get by, then I think you should get more money, honestly, because
Yeah.
that's like you're working your ass off trying to make a good life. But if you're just someone who just whose only income is food stamps and you sit around watching TV all day or partying and doing drugs and whatever,
Yeah.
then honestly, I don't think you should get a penny.
Yeah, that's like we're pretty much similar, as well as like I believe in a year limit for like some people, because like if there's like some people do lose their job and it's really hard to find another one, like especially
Yeah.
if you don't have a college degree. So like I'd give like a year limit. That is more than enough time to find a decent job. And if you don't, then it's like whatever. In a recession, it's different. I'll give it 5 years to be really generous. But if you still can't find a job in 5 years, it's kind of like either we're all fucked and the government can't spend time on you anymore because we need to focus on something else,
Yeah.
or, you know, the nation has collapsed as a whole anyway at this point. Actually, hot take, if there was another 9/11, off topic, I know, but if there was another 9/11, I doubt that we would have that same unity. If you look at how polarized everything
No,
is,
we would not.
if you look at how, and I've been saying this to a couple of my friends, I might as well say it on this stream. Right now is the perfect time for another 9/11 for these terrorists. Right now is
Oh
like,
yeah, I agree.
it's like the honey of like 9/11s. It like you could seriously do some shit, and it wouldn't be hijacking planes because the TSA are assholes. They took my bottle of water because they thought it was a bomb. Like, no way in
They
fuck
took
you're
my
getting.
3DS.
They did. Like shit. Like
Yeah.
damn.
And like well, I got it back eventually, but like they did, and like when my family and I went to New York for like I don't remember why, it was like summer, like this was in like 2015, this was 2014, I think. This was a really long time ago. I was a little kid, but I brought my 3DS and I wanted to play Pokemon on the plane, and we went through TSA, and there was this really old lady who like saw it and she like freaked out and she confiscated it, and she said that I've never seen this before, and then she said it was probably gonna be like a bomb or something, and she like yelled at me and my parents, and she confiscated it. And then
You
we
don't
went
even
through,
look
and I was like
Muslim. I've
crying.
seen pictures
Yeah, so then she took the DS, and we went through TSA, and they were just saying, and then like after like an hour, my dad said, because I was like really broken up about it, and she like took my games too, like she took everything. So my dad like so my parents got pissed. Like a half hour later, my dad went back and talked to her and like some of the other TSA guys, and they gave it back. But they seriously took my 3DS because I wanted to bring it on the plane. Because the lady was like, I've never seen it before, and she didn't know, and it was in like a weird case kind of too. So I guess I could maybe see how she wasn't sure what it was, but like, come on.
They're always so stupid at the TSA too. Haven't you noticed how they're like intellectually inferior to a certain extent? Because like literally they had to take like I went on had to go through their fucking X-ray machine like a year ago, right? And like it pretty much goes like through your clothes.
Yeah.
And you know, I had nothing in my pockets. There's nothing, but then they said, "Sir, what's in your pants?" I'm like, "What the fuck?" And they're just like, "We have noticed a potential weapon of mass destruction," and they
They're talking about your dick.
Yeah, and balls, and I'm like, dude, that is my fucking balls. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not fucking wrong, but. Obviously, I'm being cocky. Anyway, so back to the point. Right now, like, no, they were fucking stupid, and like, like, I don't know. I don't even know how I got out of that. I know I didn't have to whip it out to show it that I was just a dude, but like, I forgot what we did to show them.
Proof?
I think it might have been like, I think it might have been my ID, like my state ID. It was probably that. Oh my god, yeah, that was the most uncomfortable situation I've ever been in at the airport, because there was just people behind me screaming like, "He's clearly a dude!" Like, like it was just so awkward. It was like, god, and there was like young children a few lines back, and I'm just like, I swear to God, I hope they do not see or hear this shit. Like. I really hope I'm not traumatizing them for life, because this bitch is so dead set on proving I don't got a cock. So anyway, yeah, no, the TSA, fun fact, there's been more of them arrested than terrorists they've actually arrested. They've arrested 0 terrorists. They've like arrested hundreds of TSA members.
You know, I've heard that before too.
Like they are completely
in my libertarian phase, I knew all about that.
Oh, I fucking hate.
Yeah, I used to go on this. I used to go on these subreddits that were like libertarian types, and I knew all about that stuff.
Anarcho-capitalist type shit. Jesus Christ,
yeah.
Though. I hate the world around me sometimes. It actually is fucking painful the way it's changing into this.
You don't like Handcaps?
Huh? I don't like Handcaps.
So you don't like Handcaps?
I don't, because they're too crazy. I like minarchists. I love minarchists because that actually kind of makes sense. But like, ANCAPs are completely extreme. So it's borderline like you could, I mean, one step away from murder, like one step legalizing for murder. So it's like I don't really support them. But yeah, no. Back to my original point because kind of devolved onto this shit. Yeah, no. 9/11, if there was, and this is a perfect time. This is an amazing time for those fucking crazy Muslims, not the normal Muslims, the crazy ones out in the Middle East, because Central America is pretty much has open doors for their countries, so they let them in. And I'm gonna be real. From a distance, you can say I'm racist all you fucking want, but if I'm a mile away and I see two brown faces, one Muslim, one Mexican, I won't be able to tell the fucking difference. So now they're coming into our country, rushing our border, because it's pretty fucking easy, especially if you blend in. You have a bunch of these people. And then if I'm some, crazy Al Qaeda ISIS guy in the Middle East, I can just set this up. I can send a bunch of them to different major cities: Los Angeles, San Diego, San Francisco, Seattle, Chicago, New York, Washington, D.C., especially, Orlando and Disney World. Fuck it, kill the kids. Everyone, every single major city you can think of, even Dallas and Houston. Fuck them. Just as many as you can. Coordinate something on a very patriotic holiday, something to really bring America to its knees. Probably 4th of July, because it's like literally the founding of our nation.
Yeah.
Great way, great time to end the nation. Also, there's fireworks, so dipshits who've never been around bombs will probably think that that's just a firework going off. So you'll have a bunch of dumbasses. Then you have a bunch of these bombers, and people don't realize how big these bombs can get. Like, you could be outside in the parking lot on the side of a fucking stadium if you were like ISIS or Al Qaeda, and you could bomb the shit and kill everyone. You could bomb the shit out of this stadium and kill everyone inside if you wanted to. Like, you wouldn't even have to go through security. You could be off to the side of the building. It is insane. These terrorists have bigger bombs now. So you could kill, and if you coordinated on this day at the same time, Eastern Standard, and you just killed all these Americans, hundreds of thousands, maybe even a few million, all at once, that chaos, the Republicans would blame the Democrats for, whatever, for like leaving the border open, which would be rightfully so. And the Democrats would say some stupid shit about like, oh, you were just Islamophobic, and then that built up rage in them or some bullshit. And then it would divide the nation.
That's what they did with the Libya attacks.
Yeah, it would finish the job of 9/11, though. It would finish what 9/11 was supposed to accomplish. And these terrorists, they are so lucky to live in a time like right now. You have an incompetent president, you have an open border, you have everybody distracted with Russia and Ukraine. Who's going to give a fuck about people running across the border? Because you're brainwashing all these fucking people to focus somewhere overseas instead of directly underneath you. That is
exactly. There's the
Border
Patrol has arrested
of
ISIS members at the border.
Huh? What was that? Sorry.
I said I'm not sure if you knew this, but the Border Patrol has arrested ISIS and Al Qaeda like members at the border.
Oh yeah, totally. Which makes you think how many are getting.
This has been happening. Yeah.
Yeah, makes you think how many are getting.
Exactly, because I've read they only take like 10% of the people who come across the border are actually like vetted and stuff like that. So, and
yeah,
we've already caught some there. There's got to be plenty that are getting passed.
Yeah, like when my dad found out like a few weeks ago that I went to that party, he's like, "What the fuck were you doing in Chicago?" I was like, "Dude," and he's just like, "Dude, no, like, you don't understand. Something big is going to happen. I don't know what and I don't know when. But if you're seeing what's going on right now, it is insane, and I don't want us going into any major city for the next 5 years, maybe even 10. We're not doing this. You could have got, and also that's fucking West Side Chicago. You should have expected." I was like, "Dad, I swear to God, they told me it was Northeast Side. They told me it was like the safe tourist area. I did not expect to be in fucking Humboldt Park. I'm sorry. I'm sorry." He's like, no, you could have gotten killed. Okay, kids were shot there that night, 30 minutes after you left. So what the fuck? So, and I'm like, "Listen, Dad, I was."
Your dad sounds super based.
Yeah, no. And I was like, Dad, listen, I'm sorry. And that fucks me up too. And when I saw the drugs and when I saw the fucking crazy sex and when I saw some kid wielding a fucking gun, I got so uncomfortable. I wanted to leave. I didn't want to stay there. Not many people know this about me. I don't want to partake in drugs just because I have like, politically libertarian beliefs. I just think that it's your American right to fuck yourself up. Like, I don't necessarily want to. Like, I'm very personally like, I just would never want to. That's not my prerogative. So like when I see that shit, it's just like, I want to go. So I just left. And me and my friends got into their car, and then it's like a clown car too. It was like 8 of us in this tiny Toyota Malibu, or not, no, it's a Chevy Malibu, whatever. Fucking 8 of us in there. And I don't know if you've seen one of those. It's very tiny. It's a very tiny car. Like 5 seats.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's just like if we got into a car crash, we'd be fucked. But yeah, no, my dad was just so pissed. He was like, dude, I'm like, I know, I understand, but like, dude, I didn't think it would get that bad. I've never had a party go that wrong. Because typically we stayed in like the suburban areas. Like it didn't go that bad. Like when you stay in like the suburban areas, it's typically like the worst it can get is like alcohol. Like, because then there's like marijuana, which is technically like safer or whatever. But yeah, no, like worst it gets is like alcohol and marijuana. Like it never gets beyond that shit. I mean, once acid, but it wasn't like anyone was forcing people into taking that shit. So it was like whatever, and they were doing it in the backyard. So it was like, fuck it. Like they're away from the party, it's fine. So we all kind of just vibed, and that was it. And it was just a nice birthday party. I had some chocolate cake. I went home, and that was that. That was like my second worst party. The rest have just been alcohol, or even like not really. So most of them are pretty good. But once you get into that inner city bullshit, holy fuck, that makes that weed and acid party look like daycare. Like, Jesus Christ. Only thing worse than that is like maybe like Cuban funerals. And that's like the only thing worse. Because that's like cocaine.
As someone in chat said a few streams ago.
Huh?
Yeah. It gets crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, no. It's... Oh my god. Time to make Chicago become human. Fuck, that'll never happen with Lori Lightfoot in charge. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, Lori Lightfoot's gonna keep this fucker down.
He's talking about the game.
What?
He's talking about the game. I think. Do you know about that?
No, I don't.
There's a game called Detroit Become Human. It's about like AI is doing stuff. Like kind of what you're talking about. So he's saying time to make Chicago become human, like the new game.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Now we need to actually. That sounds fucking awesome. I think we should do that. And also, I like how he was from Michigan State. I want to go to that
Chat's getting spammed.
Shit, you just said black people made DC blue. What the fuck? Don't try to do this shit. Like that's like an imitation of the perfect Democrat right there, being racist as fuck, and then just being like, I'm the most racially sensitive person here. Don't make fun of my race. Like racism bad. Make Chicago Detroit. Bitch, Chicago is Detroit. We and Detroit teeter-totter between the capital of murder every single time. Like every year, like it's usually one or the other. Same with St. Louis and Baltimore. Huh? Chicago.
Who's winning?
Chicago. 100%. We got way worse since like a few years ago. We got way worse. We have
Okay. Nice job. You guys are winning then. Okay.
Yeah, that's good. We're number one, numero uno. Yeah, no. We are the capital of murder in the entire world. We used to have nightly shootings. Now we have morningly, nightly, and every afternoonly shootings. And it's not
morningly, nightly, and afternoonly.
Yeah, no, it's fucked. It's fucked. Oh my god. And God forbid, do not come here on a nice hot day, because that's when everyone's outside and when everyone wants to go outside. That's when like the most shootings are. Like the hottest days of the summer are always when it's like the most shootings. Like the coldest days, like right now, I'm pretty safe. Like there's only like one every night.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone's inside because it's cold.
Well, yeah, pretty much. All the gangbangers, they're like, okay, let's just let's just fucking smoke inside, you know. So they don't really go out. But yeah, no. Chicago's a great example on how gun laws just don't fucking work. Like, if you really look at it, because you know,
Yeah.
only the bad people have guns in Chicago at this point. So you've left the people, you've rendered them defenseless. It's kind of fucked, you know. I don't know. It's just people are so
Yeah.
stupid. Because there's some Democrat principles. There's a few. There's a small amount that I can actually agree with. Like just a few, just a couple. And that's like politically speaking most of the time. Like, but the rest,
Yeah.
they just seem fucking obnoxious. It's insane to me. Like, I just can't vibe with them. They're the worst people to ever hang out with because usually they're self-loathing. Either because they're white or because they're black. It's always something to do with their race. It's always something to do with their race. It's always like, oh, I'm white, so I'm an awful person. I'm a piece of shit. All this sort of stuff. And then it's like, if you meet a black one, it's like, oh, I'm black. I'll never get anywhere. Oh, the white man evil, blah, 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 bullshit. It's just constantly like this pity party that really I can't be a part of. And it would be one thing if it was just that. It would be one thing if it was just that. And like I had Democrat beliefs. I could just be like, okay, I'll put up with it and I'll just stay over here away from that bullshit. But it's a whole other thing when it's like, I mean, I used to be a Democrat, and I don't want to give off that like whole story. Like, but then a leftist retard called me a doo-doo face. No, like, no, fucking over time, my views just shifted. I matured, and they say like every 7 years, like, you know, everything in your body pretty much has been replaced with like atoms and all that crazy shit. So like that's why you get a different taste for shit as you go older. But like, yeah, no,
Yeah.
they like it's this whole thing where it's like my views changed over time. I had different opinions as I went on through life. And I just was like, yeah, no, I don't want to do this. I want to do this. I think that this is the best outcome. And it just changed. I was far left, man. I'm talking borderline socialist. And then over time, I evolved. I was this authoritarian, like progressive. Like I'm talking like forcing like, and this is like probably 6th grade when I didn't know shit about politics. And I was like saying shit like we should lock up anyone that says something homophobic. And now it's just like I'm like, bitch, say whatever the fuck you want about black people. Say whatever the fuck you want
Did you have
about
friends
gay
in middle
people.
school?
Huh? Yeah,
Did you
I
have
had
friends in middle school?
Weirdly, I did.
Oh.
That's another fucking thing.
Normally when people tell me that they're like that, they said they didn't have friends. So I was just curious.
No, I did, but they weren't like friends. Actually, you're probably right. Because yeah, they were like we hung out once in a while, but once I
No
like
one can stand people like that.
yeah, no, but like after a while, once I started like evolving in my beliefs, they didn't fucking stick around. They were pieces of shit because they were exactly like me. And slowly they just like fucking ditched me. Like at a certain point, it's like, wow, fuck you. Like I just had a change of opinion. Yeah, no, but now I have like a diverse mindset, like a diversity of thought. That's like, so I have like my really liberal friends. I have friends that are way more conservative than even you. Like even probably like doing this level. Like it's just, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Detroit, here's the thing. Detroit is a sad city. I want to rant about Detroit. Like just because of how hard Jimmy Carter and a bunch of Democrats have fucked that city up. Mainly it started with Jimmy Carter. But I'm just going to go on the fucked up parts of it, basically. If you look at Detroit now, it used to be this flourishing city a few hundred years ago. Not a few hundred, Jesus Christ, no. Like 100 years ago. And now, it's
A few
like
hundred years ago.
a few, like, Jesus, I was going to say, like, holy shit. I was thinking about Michigan as a state. Like, like 100 years ago, a few decades ago, it was this amazing, beautiful, like oasis of an amazing city that was producing cars and fucking everything.
Oasis.
Oasis. You know what I'm talking about? That good shit. So So anyway, yeah, no, they used to like be this amazing city. Detroit used to be this place where it's like, oh fuck yeah, like that's the place you want to fucking move to, and everyone did. That's why Michigan was so populated. That's why they're decreasing in population now, is because Democrats have fucked that city, and it's gotten to the point where it's like they've done a bunch of shit to where gas prices and a bunch of stuff, and just fucked the economy as a whole. In the 70s, because of Carter, that like really screwed Detroit. Um, that pretty much kickstarted whatever the hell was going to happen next. And people started buying Japanese cars because they were more fuel efficient, and because the gas prices were really expensive because we were short. It was like, well, we might as well just have a more fuel efficient car. So that's what they did, and it worked for a lot of people. Except now it's like, well, what happens to American cars? Well, they're fucked. So now this city that was building its whole thing on manufacturing of Ford cars and Chevy and a bunch of other shit, they can't do that anymore. Now they're screwed, and they got to go somewhere else. They got to find something else to do. But the thing is, if you build your whole like city identity on that, there's nowhere you can go, because now you got to backtrack and then find something else you can do, and that takes for fucking ever. That takes years. So now you have a declining economy, you have people moving out, and now to this day we have fucking it's actually kind of sad. You'll see these houses. I saw this video on YouTube of like this Google Street View, right? And you go through this, place in Detroit, and there's this lovely family just standing on the, porch, or sitting in the porch in their nice home in Detroit. And it's like you go like a year later, the fucker's burned down, and there's like creepy dolls hanging from it. And it's like, what the fuck? What the fuck? And then like you go like another year later, and then the fucker's just completely gone. And then there's like a yellowish patch of grass where the house like stood, and it's like, what happened? And that's not just an isolated incident. Then they went into like all the other parts of Detroit, and it happened hundreds of times, and it's really sad. Like, I know we're like laughing about it, and I did too, but it's actually like, when you really think about it, that's really sad, because people will just like leave. They'll move out, and then some dumb kids will burn the fucker down, and then later hang up some creepy shit, and then they'll have to demolish the house. Like, so many people are just like leaving and either burning their houses down for insurance claims or whatever the fuck, but they're doing something. And then it's just like, ah, fuck it, whatever, it's Detroit, here's your money. And then they just leave. And it's a really, I don't know, like, Detroit is not as bad as Chicago, because like Chicago's just fucking scary. Detroit is sad. Like, Detroit is just a very sad situation. It could have been an amazing city to this day, but instead they had to fuck it over. They had to screw over an entire state, especially the major city in it, because, oh, Democrat good. And guess what? That Democrat wasn't even fucking good. Like, he was awful. Not even Reagan, like, not even fucking Trump could fix Detroit entirely. It's still fucked. Like, that's how screwed up these cities are. You couldn't even fix this state through like decades of repair. Meanwhile, like Hiroshima, Nagasaki, those cities got fucking nuked.
It's all back.
And it's all back together
And they're
now.
at least kind of back to normal.
And then if you look at Chicago and Detroit from the same time they got nuked versus today, it's completely fucked, which has proven that you could nuke the fuck out of a city and it'll recover faster than it would from Lori Lightfoot. Lori Lightfoot is a fucking bitch, and she's gonna fuck this place up even worse. She's saying how like somehow giving gun rights to the people is somehow racist or whatever. So that's fun. She said, I have a bigger dick than all the Italians. I shit you not. She said that shit. She's a fucking bitch. And, I hope someone breaks her fucking knees. Oh, man. I have a lot of hate. I have a lot of hate in my heart for that bitch. I'm just like, I get that she's lesbian, so someone's got to be the fucking man in the relationship, right? I get that. I 100% do.
Yeah.
But I think both those bitches should stay in the fucking kitchen. I'm gonna fucking say it. Like, it's gotten to this point. I'm like, I'm ready. I'm ready to fucking ban women from Congress and from, like, mayoral or whatever the fuck you say.
Man, woman.
Like, I'm ready. I'm fucking ready, man.
Mayoral.
Mayoral, thank you. I'm so pissed. Being racist against Italians
you
is
should
good
be.
racism. Honestly, though, here's the thing. Italians get away with a lot of shit because our food is great. So, like, you know,
That
what are
is
you gonna do?
that is very true.
You can't be mad at a group of people when their food is great. It's like chicken cacciatore, bruschetta. Were you mad at us for World War II? Not anymore, bitches. Like, fuck you. Like, we never give them credit for like the millions Mussolini killed.
Yeah.
Like, Mussolini was worse than Hitler when it came to murders, and no one gives him credit because the food was amazing. And the Russians, everyone's scared of them. So it's
That's
like,
true.
oh, we won't give them credit for like their 20 million or 28 million that they killed. But then Hitler, it's like, he's German. He's German. It's fine.
Very
like,
true.
and he's dead. Like, now he's dead. Because the Russians, at least that guy was still alive to make a statement.
Yeah.
Mussolini was, dude, did you see what they did to fucking Mussolini?
It's yeah, I have. It's
They basically made him a human pinata. That shit
Yeah.
was funny. It was gruesome, but it's like, yeah, fuck you. You tried killing my grandfather. You deserve this. So, yeah, no, fuck that. And you know what they did? You know what Mussolini did? He implemented shit into schools to confuse the kids, and he made them sing songs worshiping him. That's fucked. That's fucked. Like, that's a
Yeah.
whole new level. He believed the white race was dying, and now you have, like, you know, the Democrats saying, like, oh, they're killing off all the black people. They hate the blacks and the Latinxes, which, by the way, I know no Hispanic that wants to be referred to as a Latinx. I've never heard one. Like, these fucking people. If Democrats just, like, and Republicans, I mean, I'd have a lot more respect for politicians in general if they had a firmer grasp on actual reality, like on what's actually going on in this country.
Yeah.
But then you have your like Mitch McConnells, you have your Mitt Romneys, thinking that they know shit about what the populace wants. And sure, you know, the California populace, yeah, they got a bunch of that. The West Virginian, you know, like for the Republicans, like they know what both those states want, but like they don't really focus on like the average working American. Like the average everyday, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go home,
Yeah, that's very true.
you know, get a nice tuna casserole, like that type of shit, you know. It's like they don't focus on that, and you make these voters feel isolated, and then you're like, why is there less voter turnout this year? I don't know, motherfucker. Maybe it's like try at least campaigning in states, you know, like as a president, I would actually probably try to like at least campaign once or twice. If I was to run for president, I would campaign once or twice in every single state, just so that I could actually try to show people that I
Like
cared.
Nixon?
Yeah, kinda, except I would actually hyper focus in certain.
Yeah.
Well, he just kind of equally balanced it out. Fuck that. That's probably why he lost. He narrowly won California. Back then, it was pretty red of a state. I mean, for a second there, everyone thought Kennedy was gonna win it. Like, and you can look that shit up. It was neck and neck. That was a close election. So, yeah, no, that
1960 was stolen from Nixon.
yeah, it totally was 100%. Yeah, no, but seriously, like I would hyper focus in a few areas.
The
Definitely.
mobsters in Chicago supported Kennedy.
Let's do this shit. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Jack,
Did you not know
Chirelli.
this?
What?
That the
Mobsters?
mobsters in Chicago supported Kennedy, and
Oh, I knew that.
the mob in Chicago supported Kennedy.
I
Oh,
believe
okay.
it was the Irish mob.
I said that and he like laughed. So
Yeah, I laughed because I thought it was funny, but yeah, no. Yeah, no, it was the Irish mob, I believe. Because, yeah, and I think it was also the Italian mob that eventually did. It was weird, and that's where I'm like, and that does get me into like conspiracy mode, like because if Kennedy fucked with them, and you know how crazy those two mobs are, you'd like if Kennedy fucked him over and like didn't follow through on a promise, maybe that's why he got assassinated.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why he got assassinated, because they couldn't just prove like, oh yeah, he told us to fraud.
I think if anything, it was like the FBI or the deep state.
Oh no, I think it was a mix of
I think if anyone killed Kennedy, it was the deep state or the FBI.
I think it was a
Because
mix
JFK, like he was ready to shut down the FBI and the CIA, and he was telling everyone how they were actually bad for the country and they were doing things on they were doing
Operation
despicable things.
Northwoods.
And like
Operation
a month later, he gets
Northwoods.
killed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, when he tried exposing Operation Northwoods, that shit, oh my god. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, from White House, people inside, like when they tell their witness accounts, he was like shutting down that Operation Northwoods shit. And then like the next day, everyone was like, hey, you want to campaign in Dallas? Like, just the most random shit. Like, even though we won that state, it's obviously one we need to focus on and not Florida, right? So like, it was like, hey, you want to campaign in Dallas or some shit, or like, instead of like California, which you narrowly lost, that would be interesting. But no, it's like sure, it's like want to have the top down, so you can get closer to the people. Like, it was, man, I would actually probably do that though. I would probably, if I was a politician, I would not have, like, I would actually do like a motorcade kind of thing, similar to Kennedy, minus the getting shot part.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want that.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, because that part doesn't seem that fun, but every other part did. I mean, look at him. He was like smiling. He was having fun. Dude, have you ever seen the Zapruder film? You probably have. You're a history nerd too. That shit fucks with you because it gets you really into conspiracy mode. Then it's like, oh shit, the grassy knoll. What could be there?
I can't believe you didn't know about Bohemian Grove until a few days ago.
I didn't. I can't believe I didn't know about it either. Probably because like I do get into conspiracy mode. Like, I don't really do my research into stuff like that. I more so go into, like I said earlier, demographics, the political like trends. Don't forget Maine's trends, everybody. Don't forget that shit.
That's unironically that's gonna be a Discord channel.
And the first message has to be from
Maine's trends discussion chat.
And the first message has to be from me in there, just saying, don't ignore Maine's trends. Oh my god. Yeah, no, but seriously, I focus on stuff like that, especially stuff that I know is like I can just say easily right now. I'm like, by 2032, Maine will flip, either in 2032 or 2028. I can see that, and that's your 10-year limit. That's your 10-year fucking limit. So I can say that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, I can see that, but yeah. Yeah, no, but I mainly focus on stuff like that. I don't really go into like presidents' personal lives unless it's like some huge monumental president.
Yeah.
Like, be it Eisenhower or Kennedy or Nixon or Reagan. That's what's cool about the 20th century, is that they had like a lot of cool, like not cool necessarily, but at least like huge, popular, crazy presidents. Like, the only thing
that's true.
The only thing the 19th century had was Lincoln, I think, and that was it. It wasn't even like that. That was like the only one that anyone can remember off the top.
Well, James Monroe.
I mean, kind
Monroe, Andrew Jackson to an extent.
I mean, kind of, but like
the first half of the 1800s. Yeah.
I mean, but yeah, if you ask like the average American, like not like nerds like us, but like average Americans, like who those people are, what they did, and what party they were a part of, they wouldn't be able to fucking tell you.
That's true. No one would know.
They wouldn't be able. No one would even know their names. They'd be like, "Wait, those people were president? I didn't know that. Oh my god!" So like, I don't think.
Is this the guy with the $20 bill?
It's just like, who's this guy? And they're just like, I don't know, man. I'm just an idiot. So it's like, okay. I don't know why Andrew Jackson's on the 20. What's up with that?
Andrew Jackson's base.
I know, but why is he on the 20? Like, why isn't he on the 5? Or like,
I don't know. No, I don't know.
I want to have a
It's
$25.
a weird thing to put him on, I guess. But
I want to have a $25 bill with JFK's face on it, but only like half of it, like the left side, not the place that got blown up.
Hello.
Yeah.
yeah.
People have been ignoring mainstream for too long, and I'm tired of it.
We just were talking about that, actually.
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding. I made a joke already. So.
No, I'm tired of people ignoring it.
Me too, man. Me too.
It's sad.
It really is.
Yes, it is so sad that people
For
cannot
the Discord,
acknowledge.
should I start? For the Discord, should I
Two-
start with the template or like that gives you?
What? Wait, what?
What
I can't wait
AFM?
to work. I can't wait to work on this Discord. It will be fun.
Oh yeah, no, same. This will be very entertaining.
Okay, just do not
AFM
turn
for
it
the
into a
Discord,
mock
I'm literally
government.
about to make. I have to end the stream like.
Yeah, no, I have enough of those.
I'm not. No, that will never happen. Trust me.
Because like
I-
every other like election
I
channel
have
has a
enough
mock
of those
government.
already.
I have enough of those. Yeah.
Yeah. No, we're not doing that. Don't worry.
I'm in like 5 of those.
AFM, should I start out with a template or should I just like make my own? Like, it gives me some templates when I start. What would you suggest?
Just create your own. Wait, what are the
Alright, so,
template
like,
options?
okay,
I haven't
so don't
created
do the
one in a
gaming
while.
or study group.
What are the template options?
Gaming, school club, study group.
Yes,
Gaming,
a study
school
gr-
club,
a study group about- no.
friends,
A study group about main trends.
Yes.
artists and creators, and local community.
Also, I'm gonna update the profile pic like during like months like Easter, for example. Like a lot of servers do that. We should do that
Yeah.
to make it professional.
Yeah, no, please do that. Yeah, yeah, that's gonna be good.
Yes.
All right, so I think we're gonna end the stream here. We're gonna start working on the Discord. Thank you to everyone who tuned in.
Wait, are we
Thank
gonna
you for
stay
1,000
on here to work
subscribers.
on
The
it?
Discord should be done and be out later
Should we
today.
just stay on
yeah,
here
yeah,
to
yeah,
work
yeah.
on it?
We're staying here and talk about it. So, yeah.
Yes.
So
Be
thank
sure
you guys
to
for watching.
subscribe.
Hope you all have a great day, and we'll see you in the next video. Be sure to
Be sure-
subscribe to everyone. I'll link the stuff in the pinned comment and all that later.
If
so,
you don't subscribe
thank you
to
guys,
me,
and
you're
we'll see you
probably
later.
a communist.
If you don't subscribe to me, you hate Maine's trends.